Hi Pisces, welcome to your May reading. Thank you so much for being this patient. I'm totally okay for the people who asked. I was out of town for a couple of days, but I'm back home, so I'm ready to do you guys' reading. In a way, I feel like it's also good that we waited a little bit to do you guys' reading because the Scorpio full moon that got us all the way upside down, inside out, right? So I feel like right now we're more aligned to be able to get the right reading, for you guys out. So, um, yeah, I'm gonna shuffle this deck, something new for you guys. I feel a strong pull towards a card. After that, of course, I'm gonna go in with my normal tarot deck, but I'm gonna start off with this one because I feel like the universe / angels have like a clear message for you guys. These cards, by the way, are so big that I can hardly shuffle them. I have very tiny hands, actually. Okay, let me see. What do we got? There we go. It's a message. Inner strength. Beautiful, right? Okay, so this is like a message that it's more of like confirmation. It's like reminding you of your inner strength. It's like you have great courage and kindness. You may not realize how strong and powerful you are, but there's no problem you can't solve, Pisces. The compassion you so freely give to others, you know, you also must give to yourself. Stand strong in your convictions if the right answer is to tell somebody no. Meaning, Pisces, this month you're gonna have to step up. No, let me put it differently. You have to come from a place of self-love and self-care. That doesn't mean you have to put others down or that you have to hurt other people. I'm just saying that if it's something that is in alignment with you, then go. And if it's something that is not good for you, and it's better to like not go or say no to a certain person or to whatever reply to your situation, they're really asking you to come back in alignment with that. And I agree, because I feel that energy very strongly for you guys. Is that forgetting sometimes how powerful you are when you come from a place of self-love. That's where you manifest good things in life, and often we neglect parts of ourselves to be able to fit in a group or to fit in a relationship or to fit in a situation when it's not in alignment with us, meaning that at one point, Pisces, you guys feel depleted, feel unsure, get out of balance, are not in contact or connection with your true emotions, but the emotions other people lay on you. And I feel like this month it's important to come from a place of self-love, meaning that you go back inward, you go within and you are looking at the situation as it is. And I'm sorry, I just had a distraction because of sound here, but looking at the situation through your own eyes and connected with your own intuition and your own emotions instead of what others would want you to go for or want you to the road they want you to take or what would look good in other people's eyes or opinions or stuff like that, right? And coming back into alignment with the real you, because as a Pisces, you like to people around to be happy, right? Like the people connected to each other, that the harmony in the room is good and everybody's happy and smiling, and you are a really good entertainer when it comes, to like entertain a party of people. But it's also very important to come from a place of self-love. So when you are not able to give, then keep what you got for yourself, you know, and don't feel guilty about that. So that's for some of my Pisces. I find it a beautiful card in the strength, because you have so much inner power and strength, Pisces. You can manifest really, really, really good things for yourself. Hermit, exactly. That inner journey is powerful. What the full moon in Scorpio is doing, and like, and was doing to you guys. It's kind of, it was like a shake-up or something, you know. But it's pushing you within. It's like it is taking, you're taking some time, and if you're not, then, you know, definitely asking you to take some time to go within, you know. Yeah, I did really wanted to come out with protecting that. It's okay. It's okay, Pisces, to show your emotions. It's okay. You don't necessarily need to keep them for yourself. Why are you protecting it so heavily? Let me see. I'm first going to shuffle a little bit because, yeah, I don't want to sound weird, but like my washing machine is working right now. I'm trying to wash all these clothes out. So, and it's, you know, making some noise right now. It's going to stop in a little bit, so I'm just going to shuffle and talk a little bit through it. I'm sorry, you guys. Okay. That's one of the cards that represents Pisces to me. So, 8 of Wands. 8 of Wands. Beautiful. I'm gonna keep shuffling, get some cards out. Let's see what the storyline is, you know, gonna come out for you guys. 3 of Cups. Okay, take it easy. We got you. Ooh, my cards are so rough today. Very jumpy. It's like you guys jumping in the water. Beautiful. Queen of Wands. So it could be dealing with a fire sign. Does not necessarily need to go. Could also be Virgo, by the way, but it could be the energy to show up. So I'm not gonna pin it down to one sign. Okay, let's see what is coming up for my Pisces for May. Work. Really working on something. What is that you're working on, Pisces? Okay, yeah. That equality, equal give and take. I like to see you guys in this energy, though. Like I always say, like I find one of the best artists are the Pisces people. Stuff you guys create creatively, you know, draw the paintings, the songs, the poetry. You can just tell when it came from a Pisces. So I love to see you guys working on your craft, whatever you put that energy in. Yeah. Magician. Beautiful. Okay. Let me see. Pisces. Okay. So you are on edge about something. Yeah. Okay. Okay, Pisces. some of you guys are really, really, really tired. Just tired. Just feeling like, I don't know if this is for some of my Pisces, and I'm heavily picking up that energy, but I feel like I literally have the whole world on my shoulders right now. And it's like, it's not like one big thing, it's all the small things. I feel it's not big, it's minor, but it's too much. It's constantly small errors everywhere, blocks, like roadblocks, like, you know, constantly. Oh, it's not like this. Oh, it's like that. Okay, let's do this. It's like constantly fixing and you know, it's like it just won't go smoothly. It won't go with the water. You know, like swimming with the water. It's more of like, okay, we're on land, hardly breathing, and okay, we're in the water again. Okay, now we're out the water, and I'm not comfortable, and what's going on? I can't breathe, and then we're in the water again. So it's like constantly small things, but it's like small errors, and then they get fixed. But it got you depleted. It's like, oh my God, I can't keep, like, I can't stay focused. I can't be in my element because I keep getting these small errors everywhere. And then I'm okay again, but then I'm not okay. And then it's like that. Like, I'm really picking up the energy. So maybe it's for like a couple of Pisces that I'm really picking up right now, because I feel like the world is on my shoulders, even though there's not one specific thing I can name. It's just everything. Maybe it's because it's been such a long time of constant errors or something, or it's just, you know. But I see you moving away from that because you're accepting. You're accepting the timing of the universe, Pisces. You are starting to think, okay, you know what? Whatever's meant to be will be. I'm just going to let it come in and flow in. And I'm just going to be here working on my craft and just, you know, doing my part of the manifestation. Like, I'm doing my part, and I know the universe will bring it into my life when it's the right timing. I'm not going to try and push that anymore. I'm not going to try and have some magic trick or something and then it just manifests. It's like you are manifesting it because you are accepting the timing of the universe. And it's not only the waiting, you know, it's the way you look at it. It's the way you look at the time that it takes for something to come into fruition. Whether it's a relationship or anything. It's just in general, you know, accepting that it will flow as it's supposed to flow as long as you put positive energy into it. How do you manifest things healthy, you know, from like the right energy? It's first of all to come from a place of self-love. Meaning you're not going to sacrifice your health. You're not going to sacrifice your happiness. You're not going to sacrifice or settle for less than what you know you're worth. You know, all of those things, right? You're not self-sacrificing to be able to accomplish something quicker or sooner or better or something. When you come from a place of like self-love and self-care, that's where you put in the right energy. It's not because you're taking a break on time and you're taking enough sleep and taking your vitamins and, you know, your healthy food and vegetables and eating vegan and everything, then that's, you know, the way to be able to reach where you want to go, you know, have a good relationship, have things, you know what I'm saying? You know what? But the thing is that it is in when you're coming from the vibration of that, when you find it truly important to take care of yourself first and then of others, not in a selfish way, but in a self-love way. When you come from that vibration, from that energy, that's where the good things are at. Because at that frequency, that's where you manifest things that don't wear you out. That is where what is in true alignment with you. That's what gives you energy and power to go on. When you are in that frequency, you don't question the universe. You know that things are coming in the moment it's supposed to come. But you also know that the only real thing you really need to do is be on the right frequency to receive that. And that's where this feeling of having the whole world on your shoulder and always waiting around and just constantly fixing minor conflicts left and right, that's where it clears up and you move into calmer waters, Pisces, because you just know, this man, is waiting for his ships to come in. He's waiting, He's so far away, can't even see the water, But the thing is that he knows, he knows things are coming in at the right time. He knows that he put in the work, he put in the time, the effort. He showed self-love and compassion throughout that whole journey and came from a right frequency, came out of love as well for others. But that starts with self-love, It's often an illusion that being in a love relationship, and I'm going to get very specific. I don't know why, but I'm feeling like I have to. I'm sorry if it doesn't apply to you, but I have to say this. I have to go here. So often it is an illusion that when we are in a love relationship, it takes like that. The thing is that often we say like, yeah, we have to compromise, right? And you do in a way, not only because you have to compromise in the things you want and then because the other person wants something else. No, you know that person in your life for a reason, so you're supposed to go and try different things and do things in different ways sometimes. That is I'm sorry, I just completely lost the word. Compromising isn't bad, but once you are in a love relationship and you are self-sacrificing for the happiness of the other, for the balance in the relationship, the harmony in the relationship, for the other person to smile and be happy and in love with you, and you self-sacrificing yourself, like your soul, to be in that relationship, that's where you know you're not in the right element, like you're not in the right relationship. And the thing is that you do not have to sacrifice you to be able to be loved, Pisces. You don't have to give everything to be able for the person to look at you like you are the one and you are worthy of their love and affection and everything. Love and the way they look at you has nothing to do with the shoes you wear, the amount of money you have in your bank, the amount of friends you got, the amount of followers you have on Instagram. It has nothing to do with that. When you are in a true love relationship, it's a frequency. It's a love frequency. You can't deny it. It's a connection you feel so strongly. That person looks at you like you have like a golden light around you. That's the connection they feel towards you. You have like a shiny golden light around you. Whether you're wearing jeans or a skirt or whatever you got going on, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter because they feel that connection. And they're like confused about it. Like, hey, I normally don't go for this or that or whatever. But hey, I feel this, so I'm going to follow it, right? That is where true love is at. And of course, there's so many other elements that comes towards it. I'm not gonna talk about true love and stuff, right now in one video. I'll make another video about that once. But it's an element, and it's a very important element, and that's what I get really strongly as well with this card. It's like, to realize is that they say like how strong and powerful you are, but also like just by being you, and being strong and powerful has to do to be and accept yourself. That takes a lot of guts, right? To completely come into the world as you know, without feeling like you have to be what other people want you to be or something. And you're putting it down. I feel like there was like so much weight on your shoulders, like so much pressure of you needing to be in a certain way, to be, I don't know, in a job, in a relationship, applying to a situation. I'm keeping this very general because I want the message in general to come out right now. But let me see. Because reconnecting with it, with your Pisces nature, reconnecting with your emotions, knowing that even though they don't always make sense, they're there for a reason, and you let them come in and you accept them as they are, and then you let them flow away, and when you, and I don't know why I go so deep into this, but I guess it's a message for somebody out there. When you're having a bad day or a bad night, it has literally nothing to do with the progress you are making in life. And they say like focus on the positive, not on the negative. No, it's the thing is that nothing is truly negative, because everything happens for a reason and shows up for a reason. We don't need to run away from negative things towards positive, or only focus on the positive. No, it's like accepting things as they come. When you're having a bad night because you're not feeling great and you're not smiling, but you are maybe crying, or you may be purging out and talking about things that you haven't talked about for 4 years, and all of a sudden it comes up, embrace it. Just be like, today I'm not working on my thing, and I'm not in alignment right now with that. But today I'm healing a part of myself. Today I let it come as it comes, and I let the emotions flow away by writing things down, or taking a break, or taking a day off, or just embrace it. It's like, oh, today I feel I don't feel like working, or today I don't feel like creating this or that, or communicating with all those people and stuff, what you normally would do to what you're working on. But today is a day for me. Today is a day I go within. Today is a day I reflect. I write in my diary. Today, not to like go completely like in a depression or something or whatever. It's just to accept it as it comes. It's here, so it can heal, and then it can go away, right? But the more you fight against it, and like, I don't want to have those emotions, and I don't want to have those thoughts, and all of that, the more it's gonna come back, keep coming back, and it's gonna feel like a 10 of Wands, because you're not dealing with it. And dealing with things do not necessarily mean that you have to call somebody and you have to tell the truth, or you have to do this or that or whatever. It could also mean to just accept it as it is. And that's often when it also just goes away. How powerful is it when you wake up and you just don't feel that good, and you just feel, well, good. When you are feeling like you want to go, you're thinking heavily about something that happened in the past, or emotions come up, or, things that happened. When you sit down and you just look at that, and then you think like, it's okay. I don't necessarily always need to smile. I need to be like the outgoing Pisces and like all of that, right? Today I'm gonna go within. I have some things to heal, and it came knocking on my door. I'm open up the door. It's gonna be here in the room with me, and it's gonna go away, and then it's just gonna go away because you accept it as it comes. And that's very powerful. That's really like standing in alignment with your inner strength, because you're not running away from it. You're facing it. You're like, come in, right? You want a cup of coffee? You know? Like that. It's just knowing that that also is a part of life, right? That's what I really feel. It's like, because you're changing the perspective you have on a fight or on a thing or whatever, whatever is going on that is looked at as negative or not happy or whatever. By changing your perspective on that and about that, that's when you are coming into common waters and not feel like you're constantly running away and trying to be in an energy that is not really like your energy, because you're blocking. You're blocked, like all these roadblocks, right? It's like we are, for example, in a park walking, and a park only have one entrance and one exit, and you're just walking there, and you just have a lot of corners and stuff, and but there's only one exit and one entrance. You can walk all you want in that park. You can go everywhere. You can go cross bridges. You can sit at a bench with the water and little ducks or whatever is going on out there. You can sit in a corner looking at flowers and everything. But at one point you have to exit the park, and there's only one exit. And you decide how long you're gonna stay in the park, and then you're gonna exit the park. But you can't sit on a bench and just sit there and waiting for you to, like, all of a sudden be out of the park or something. Understand what I'm trying to say? Is that when you know that certain feelings and emotions are there, and they are supposed to, sorry, I can't speak, right? You have to deal with them, you have to face them, and it's okay. And then you accept that, that's when you can move forward. But if you are constantly running and hiding things on the thing, is when you just won't exit the park. You will just stay there, right? Yeah, just that's exactly what it is when you are having, like, for example, depressions or something, is as well with, like, for example, anxiety. At one point you just get an anxiety attack, right, for the first time, and it often just comes out of the blue, and you're like, what's going on? It's like, you're having anxiety or something, or you feel very anxious, and just comes out of the blue the first time. But the other times after that is like getting the fear of the fear. You're fearing the fact that you're gonna have a panic attack or an anxiety attack. You're starting to fear that. And the moment you embrace it and just start to look different at the fear, for example, that's where the healing is at. It's not because the fear all of a sudden won't be there. It's the way you look at it, and you just embrace it and know that it will be there and be around. Here we go, Tower. But you're not fearing the fear anymore. And that's also what this is like. You have strength and courage and knowledge and everything to go within and face it. Whatever is coming up. And that makes you very powerful and strong. I keep getting these two cards. Yeah. Okay, so the Tower and the Death. Ending to holding on to things that just no longer serve you, that won't make you happy, that are triggering you, and releasing that. Okay, let's get a little bit more general again. I'm sorry, Pisces. I know this reading is not for everybody. I'm trying really hard to pick up the general energies as well. Okay, Pisces. What do you got for Pisces coming up? Any more messages for May? Oh, there we go. Wow. I love that. Because it felt right with these two cards. You see? They did came in. Because he knew it would come in. You know? And that's like what I spoke about, right? It's like trusting, the knowing that it's going to come whenever it's supposed to come. You're going to let it flow, you know, and know that you put in the right work and coming from the right energy and right vibration to be able to manifest whatever you want to manifest. You know, the universe will bring it into you, in your life when it's supposed to come. And it's coming. And you don't see it coming. Well, it is coming. You won't see it coming. What I love most is about May for you guys is the energy you're feeling. You're just gonna feel more relaxed, you know, and in balance, and you're just gonna move to calmer waters, and knowing that there are still things you have to deal with, yes, and knowing that some things still need to resolve, but don't fear that anymore, and that fear is gone, and the running away from that, you know, is what's getting removed in May. That is a firm foundation. Oh yeah, okay. Interesting card, guys. So, two opposite energies, right? The one is like depleted and feeling a loss or heartbreak or hurt, and this is one that feels victorious and very strength. And the thing is overcoming this, because I see a lot of Pisces that really got their heart broken in the past, and it could be by a cancer, but it doesn't necessarily have to be. But you're finally ready to let that go. And to move away from that and to release that energy that you were holding on in your energy. And maybe you have broke a cancer's heart, could also be the other way around, but I feel in a way it was, if that was a situation where you were the one that hurt somebody else, well, we had to like sort of break somebody's heart, you did that because you just thought that person deserved that, what they really wanted, and wasn't what you wanted, and you couldn't give that to them without self-sacrificing, right? That's self-sacrificing again. And it's both allowing you to move forward, and that's for a very small group of Pisces. But what I do see is that you're overcoming heartache and pain from the past, and it's gonna go with ups and downs, but you're just gonna embrace the downs as well as much as the ups, you know. And you're moving towards victory, Pisces. You getting back your personal power. You are, and don't think that has to happen tomorrow. You don't need to be perfect tomorrow, Pisces. You can just allow things to come in as it's supposed to go, and you're starting to trust that intuition and that universal timing, like the divine timing, and it's going to make you feel a lot more at peace. And you're very inspirational to others as well. I know that some of you guys here have been through a lot in the past, and a lot, like, but you are sharing like that story with others right now, and I see that makes you, it makes them feel understood, you know, and it helps them forward. Like, you can really help people with just sharing your story and the way you did things or the way what happened, you know, and it heals you, but it also heals others, because I see you very inspirational to many people and you don't even know it. Like from how the people that admire you and your strength and your courage, you don't even know. And by just being you and overcoming certain things you've been dealing with, whether it's anxiety or it's something else in life, you are very inspirational to others, Pisces, by just coming from the place of self-love and understanding. Because when you are feeling down, it's also a place of self-care. You know, it's like it's okay. It's okay to not be okay for a day or two. You know, it's okay. You know, and when you're gonna let it go, it comes as it comes. It's not gonna come back as heavenly anymore, because you're not fearing those days anymore. So that was very specific. For the rest, I see messages coming in. I see communication. Let me see. What else do I got for Pisces? Pisces May, because I'm in kind of sort of like outcome energy for Pisces. General energy, please. Give me a general card for most Pisces. What is the message? Okay. Now, if that is not a clear message, I don't know what is. Two of Cups. You know, and that is what I feel right now with this card as well, is that it's a card of like contemplating and waiting, going over things, you know. It's like being in two minds about certain things. But what I feel really strongly is that if the union is supposed to be, if it's meant to be, it will be. And you're trusting that. You start to trust that. I feel really strongly right now. It's like you start to trust it into like the timing of the universe blindly. You're really trusting that. And that is what's bringing in. The more trust you have in that, the more things you will find on that frequency that's going to come into your life. And I have the Two of Cups, Pisces. So if you're having issues and having trouble at home, you know, in your home life situation, that's coming to an end. I see that coming in more of like a peaceful way, and you finding your way back to each other in a very beautiful way. But that's also because you're looking differently at yourself and about how many things you have to do and be for yourself to be able in a relationship. You're changing that perspective. You're seeing different words in different things inside yourself and from yourself as a person and as a soul in this connection. So it's very beautiful, Pisces. I think that's a reading for May. Thank you so much for coming to me. If you want me to do a personal reading for you, you're always more than welcome. Please don't feel scared or anything. You can find the information down here below about that. And if you do have other questions, you can always email me. So thank you so much for your support and love and shares and likes and everything. I'm really beyond grateful for the love and support I get on my channel. And I'm just happy that I can help some people. Wow, a lot of people actually out with just doing these readings, and I do them with a lot of love and care and time. So thank you again, Pisces, and I hope to see you in June. Oh my God, it's crazy. Bye, Pisces. I love you guys. Bye.